stardom, or at
Yeah.
least songs going to radio. And then Germany, and Germany's been a really, really solid territory for me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in Europe, people appreciate music and all kinds of music. They've had to accept English language music.
Uh-huh.
In the US, we've never had to accept other language music.
Yeah.
And Latin music has made its way. So Spanish speaking music is making it to mainstream radio. Some Korean speaking music is making it to radio, but it's not like it's still a novelty.
Yeah.
You know, not like how Spanish has made it and is kind of, oh, it's here to stay. You know, I don't know that we're gonna ever get German or French.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So we always have like a bunch of independent artists that come, and I've never heard anyone yet really try to reach and broaden, outside of just the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
How did you take that approach of being able to be recognized like all throughout the world?
Well,
even
it
just
started.
stay out
It
here?
started early.
Okay.
In the early days when I would go to, I'd go to Europe, dressed in all LRG actually, because I was really tight with all the founders, the early crew and the employees,
Mm-hmm.
and I toured all through Europe as an MC, rapping, and then when I came back singing, a lot of that audience came and followed me, and gave me so much love that it helped sustain my career, and then it translated back over to the U.S. I ended up signing with labels that recognized, oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
if he's doing it over there, we should definitely have him here doing it.
What made you want to actually stay and like move the family out here to the U.S.? Because you could have easily just stayed over there and in Europe.
No, I
and
mean,
Australia.
I easily could have, but you know what? There's something about the novelty. If you're in Europe, and I'd seen some artists do it, they move to Europe to try to just like, oh, I make more money here, I'm going to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
The novelty wears off when you're there, and you're not special anymore. You've got to give a little bit of distance. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. So your fans need to feel like, oh, this is a special artist coming from America to see me.
Okay.
Not, oh, I saw him at the grocery store last week.
Right.
You know?
No, I feel that. So you talked about you're not afraid to miss a moment because you've had so many big moments.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say are some of your highlight moments with all that you've done? You've done so much. Like I was literally scrolling through your Spotify and I couldn't even stop. There's many songs that you have, Aloe.
There's moments that are public, but then the private moments are crazier. So
Okay.
when Obama was president, he invited me to sing at the White House for him and just his staff. That was crazy. It's like this 200-year-old piano in the West Wing or whatever it is.
No way.
And I had my friend on the piano, and it was a special moment. My wife came with me, and we sat next to Michelle
Mm-hmm.
and had dinner. There was this other moment where I went to Europe and I performed in this it was a really private event. It was a fundraiser for Maybach Foundation, and met Quincy Jones sitting in the front row,
And that's one of like your idols,
yeah,
right?
one of my idols. This other moment, I'm in London, I'm performing on this TV show, and there's on the sound stage, there's 5 bands. It's my band, there's the Black Keys across from me, there's Elvis Costello, there's Neil Diamond, and then Alice, who was it? On the right side of me, dancing to my music as I'm performing, is Paul McCartney.
Wow.
Whose band is also there, so he's part of the show.
Uh-huh.
So the moments are crazy. They get crazier. In terms of the songs, I never would have imagined any of my songs becoming bigger than Orange County, bigger than L.A. But I was lucky enough to have those moments too.
As far as just like not realizing the impact that your songs, still actually have, did you realize Dollars was gonna go as trendy and as viral as it's still, everyone knows that song.
Right.
Everyone knows that song. My brothers and sisters know that song and they're still young. Like
I Need a Dollar was really, It wasn't even my lead single. It wasn't even going to be a single. It was just like, for me, I had put together an album with this production team in New York called Truth and Soul, and every night every day we would jam on instrumentals. Every night I would take them back to the apartment I was staying at and write lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting because I would write lyrics to the actual tracks. I Need a Dollar was a track where I already had an idea of lyrics.
Yeah.
And I just like an MC, we always write. We have, notebooks full of raps. I just laid that one down on a track.
Uh-huh.
And it's interesting because that's the same thing that happened with how I got signed in the first place. I got a beat CD full of beats from Ono, and I did 15 raps and one song where I said, I don't know what to write here. I'm going to sing a song. And I sang Change Is Gonna Come, and that got me signed as a singer. So then when I Need a Dollar happened, I wasn't even looking at it as the single. I was like, oh, that was just something I threw together. The single is this other one that I wrote intentionally, and it was like, I know that's going to be a hit. And you just never know.
Wow. I mean, I feel like dollars it's relatable to everyone. Everyone needs some dollars out here, right?
Everyone.
I know I do. So to end this interview off, because I know that you're so, philanthropist, and also just an activist, and also really into the charities. Where are some charities and some mission work that you would like to advise others to do and be a part of?
One of the organizations I support in LA is called Community Coalition of Los Angeles, of South LA. They started back in the 90s, and they've been working to improve education, improve job accessibility, and overall well-being of people in South LA. So that's a super local organization. But beyond that, my album, again, Stand Together, every song represents some sort of community hero that's doing amazing work. So Cafe Momentum, which started in Dallas but is spreading out to other cities, is a great organization. The Phoenix, that's working using exercise and activities to combat addiction and help with recovery. Wow, there's lots of organizations, but those are the ones I'll throw out there right now.
Awesome. And then what could we expect from you for the rest of 2025, Aloe Blacc?
2025, I'm just gonna try to continue to highlight some of the songs on the Stand Together album. There will be some more music that comes out, some blues rock that I'm doing with this group of talented musicians. Some collaborations with other artists. There's a group called Two Lot that I've just released a single with called Immortal.
Okay.
And so, I'm doing collaborations. I'm doing some solo songs and just having fun.
Awesome. And then actually last thing. So Mike Z has one of your first demo tapes. I want to know if you remember some of the lyrics. Do you think you'll be able to?
Oh, my gosh. Let's see.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Wow. So this was probably the very first hip-hop track I ever recorded.
Oh, wow.
With DJ Exile. But the beat wasn't by Exile. It was another cat who lived close by, another Orange County producer. I don't think he produces anymore. Let's see if I remember this. I saw the street light go black at night with it into the human life. Fourth dimensional sight got me feeling right. And with the mic I fight. The magnitude of my attitude is an artistic articism. My talents rely on Dadaism. Aloe Blacc is risen. After 3 days when they locked me in the cave with a boulder, but I just shrugged my shoulders. Said, well, till I get older, age and time will see the best of me, the test of me. Do as I say, not as I be. Hypocrisy, all that exists outside of my physical thought of. You're always hated, not loved. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
This is all.
Oh my goodness. This is like more than 20 years old.
Yeah, I think the tape says 1996. I would have written that though by like 1994, 1995. Because, I wrote a lot of these lyrics. I saw the street light go black at night. There were lyrics in that song that is all like allusions from classic rock. I was working at a bagel store.
Okay.
The manager would always play classic rock, so I just take lyrics or song titles and throw them into my raps in between customers. And yeah, that had to
I
be.
can't believe you remember
Wow.
Yeah, you almost remember the
It's
whole
almost
song.
20 years. 20 years for sure.
You got a really good memory.
Wow.
It's all those academic papers you've been reading, right?
I guess so.
Keeps your memory sharp. Thank you so much, Aloe Blacc, for coming to the LRG headquarters and
thank you for
just sharing your independent journey with us and just making the time. So I appreciate you. Everybody, stand together. Check it out.